A story about an extraordinary metamorphosis caught my attention not long ago. Due to the fact that 30% of the world's banks were considering accepting XRP at first, its value reached an astonishing $1.4270, a major milestone. Though it may not seem like much, 30% is actually quite a bit of the banking industry. Nearly one-third of the world's banks are allegedly working with Ripple. This section provides all the required proof. Nonetheless, the important thing to consider is if these banks are making the most of Ripple. They don't seem to be. We will explore this topic more today and talk about new evidence that Ripple might go public by March's end. There may be major ramifications to this development as this deadline draws near. The price of XRP has skyrocketed to an incredible $8.97 in less than a month. You have returned to the definitive hub for all things XRP. First, a quick review before we get into the meat of today's discussion. Excuse me while I make a modest request. To become a part of our community, just hit the like button, subscribe, and turn on the bell notification. Our major XRP giveaway is in the works when we near 60,000 subscribers. All you have to do to get involved is finish these 3 easy steps. Be well organized and pay close attention. For an extra twist, don't forget to add a code in the comments. About 4% of all deposits made through international channels. SBI has bank accounts, which means it has the potential to be one of the 4% of the world's banks that use Ripple's technology. But this is just the beginning. Ripple has made a big splash in Brazil with a new partnership with the country's central bank to offer its on-demand liquidity services. This is only one small part of the bigger picture happening all around the world. Take a look at my earlier video to remember when we talked about China and the other BRICS countries and their unique traits. Both South Africa and Brazil, Ripple is a trusted partner for central bank digital currencies, CBDCs, and on-demand funding in Russia and India. Given that the BRICS countries account for about 29% of the world's economic production, when we compare their GDP to that of the world as a whole, we find that fascinating subjects. Considerable ramifications may result from a partnership between Ripple and all 5 BRICS members. In a prior video, I went into detail about this, discussing the steps being taken and the viability of adding CBDCs to the XRP ledger. It is impossible to exaggerate the significance of the XRP ledger within this paradigm. It is indispensable. As we look forward to the next bull market, the changing economy is improving Ripple's technology's potential. Much changed when the Federal Reserve made a public remark about Ripple's growing importance in financial technology. According to their statements, XRP and XLM have the potential to be pivotal in laying the groundwork for the new Federal Reserve initiative's blockchain implementation, at this time, salary structure. Working together with Metal Blockchain, as the Federal Reserve has indicated, is a major step forward in bridging the gap between central banks and the decentralized finance sector and easing the shift from fiat money to stablecoins. For the time being, Americans can make quick domestic payments, mostly using third-party apps like PayPal and Venmo. Electronic cryptocurrency wallets, on the other hand. The Federal Reserve, this platform is undergoing testing at the moment, but the service will change everything about it. Notable financial institutions like U.S. Bank and Exchange Bank, as well as other payment processors and solution providers, are among the more than 120 organizations who have pledged to use it. This shows that blockchain technologies, not only as it becomes more widely used in traditional financial services, it also marks a turning point in the mixing of old school banking with a new world of decentralized finance. Ripple, a pioneer in decentralized ledger technology and cross-border payment solutions, is well positioned to make a big splash in the FedNow project, which is being led by the Stellar Lumens, XLM, a cryptocurrency known for its blockchain-based network that allows for cheap and fast international transfers, is expected to be adopted by the Federal Reserve. A story recently enthralled the fintech sector as XRP soared over $1 million cents, 42 cents, with 30% of banks globally participating. The ecosystem marks a noteworthy advancement in this regard. Launch into use. This incredible development exemplifies how blockchain technology has the ability to revolutionize the banking industry. 30% of the world's banks are reportedly using XRP right now for better cross-border payments, which is a major factor in its meteoric rise to $1.0, 42 cents, according to the story. The unprecedented degree of acceptance has driven the price of XRP to an all-time high, indicating a considerable demand for the cryptocurrency reaches its pinnacle as a result of a meteoric rise in market capitalization. With XRP's recent surge, Ripple has achieved a win and investors have a chance to make a profit. The story takes a dramatic turn when it is revealed that XRP's market share is getting close to 30%. This is a significant development that points to its increased usage in the global financial system. Just 6 days ago, news broke that XRP transactions could hit $120.00 quadrillion, which could push its price all the way up to $10.00. A watershed moment has occurred today with the widespread adoption of the XRP system as digital assets by financial institutions. Everyone can see and cannot change this information now. Speculation around Ripple's buyback initiative has been dispelled. Ripple Labs, the company that created XRP, isn't just thinking about buying it, they're going after it. Ripple reportedly started a massive buyback, retiring around 1 billion XRP, according to a recent report. Many people seem to have faith in XRP's worth and future potential in the financial industry. After it comes out that the Federal Reserve isn't just looking on, but wants to incorporate XRP as a core part of global payment networks, the story gets more complicated. There would be major ramifications if central banks around the world started using XRP more widely, as its value might skyrocket to $12,000 to $22.00 per coin. The dramatic price rise shows that XRP has the makings of a game-changing cryptocurrency for international banks. In addition, this trend is supported by Google's